Oh, we seem to be having some technical difficulties already. It's a good start. There we go. Hello, everyone. Welcome to my first live stream. And if you're watching this from the future, then thank you very much for watching this from the future. Let's head straight into it. We've got plenty of stone in the old inventory here, plenty that we can be getting straight onto. So we're going to be working on building up this mountain here. Maybe we'll start on this spot here. Clear out some stuff. Now this is going to be for sure an ongoing project for my channel and live streaming options. Not sure if I'm going to put in a live screaming. That could be a very different kind of thing to do. Do a bit of live screaming for you all. No, I don't know if I'm going to set up a live streaming schedule, but the plan is to do it on YouTube. So if you're subscribed, then you should be getting some notifications when I am headed live. Where'd I throw my bucket? No, that's not what I want. I want my emergency bucket. There we go. All right. Start with maybe making a bit of a border following that we're going to go with down here. Roughly going to follow that. We'll probably have a couple of dips and contrasts to what's going on up the top. That's just fine, just fine. Get rid of this tree. And of course I can't pick anything up because my inventory is completely full of stone. I didn't really think that one through, did I? Okay, maybe a full inventory of stone isn't such a good idea because I may need a couple of spaces for other bits. Alright, don't want to let that wood go to waste. Wood. Hello, wood. Wood. There we go. Alright. It's coming out here. This action here. There we go. That ought to do the trick. Give us somewhere to good starting point for us here. Okay. Now we want to have some cliff face going on, but we also want to have some overhang happening. So this is going to be a little bit of block spam and maybe a bit of correction. We'll take a step back every now and then, just have a look at where we're sitting, and if there's anything we want to do to change the way this is all growing. So that looks good. This. This action here. I think I can pretty confidently say that I want at least 2 to 3 stone up for each here, so we'll work on that basis. There we go. Trees in my way. Leaves. Whatever they're called. Bushes. Here we go. Oh, hey, Arrington. How's how's things? You having some luck in the end tonight? You need a shield, yeah. It's definitely recommended, my dude. It's that or live on the edge, or hope that you've got quick enough reflexes. The end is weird. the end, the end isn't that weird. Is it our end that's weird, or is it just you find the end weird in general? Welcome to the stream, Jess. This end is weird. Oh, okay. Well, I'm sure I'm going to experience it soon enough. I'm sure we have some plans somewhere along the way to experience it soon enough. Oh, the cities are in groups of two. Oh, okay. That is very weird. Not something that you expect to see. I suppose that's helpful though, because it means more shulkers. Kind of feeling like I'm getting a bit too uh, solid of edges going along here. We'll try. I'll get up a couple more levels and step back and take a look at just how it's coming along. Usually a good thing, especially with organics. Anything that you're doing, building organics, if you just take a step back every now and then, just have a look at how it's tracking, so that you don't have some awkward things. Although sometimes I feel like I could be the king of awkward building. Oh, okay. So that sounds like a good time to take a step back and have a look at just what's going on here with the mountain. Okay, from down here it looks actually looks half decent. It looks like we're aside from little bits like this. Let's do it like that. Yeah, okay, that's good. That's good. Not too many just flat grey patches. And I think we'll come back through later with some cobble, just like I've done over here, and we'll just make a bit of a varying texture through there, maybe where it would be naturally degrading. Right, it's looking like a half decent cliff that's going up so far. Keep going with our endeavours. I need to get to my bed. Left my bed in one spot so that, you know, in case of accidental plummeting to my doom, I actually have a respawn point. But that also means that I need to disappear just to go and sleep through the night, which is kind of counterproductive in of its own. So decisions need to be made. Do I value a bed, or do I value a respawn point? Put this here, I think. Yeah. Well, it's bound to happen, I guess. One thing that I am incredibly grateful for is having put Depth Strider on my boots because prior to that, walking through the swamp is it's not a lot of fun at all. It's a very tedious process. Depth Strider, like feather falling, one of those things that you just want to get done nice and early, I think. All right, how are we going? We're coming up on that now. Might start to do a little bit more ledges here. Have some ledges coming up on the mountain. Still want some of this space to be really quite foreboding and not really the most accessible of spaces. Let's do that. Oh, down again. We're down again. I think every time I fall down is going to be take the opportunity to step back and have a look at what we've done so far. I think, yeah. Look, I mean, considering it is just block spam, I actually think that's already starting to look pretty darn good. Obviously, we're going to be going for quite a lot more, and I've put this marker here kind of as a idea that I might actually bring the mountain down a little bit here, but I think that that's possibly just gone out a bit too far. It's going to lose that feel of the cliff if I do that, so might be better off perhaps brought that down there. Let's do a bit of this action here. Bring the cliff out to here. Make it a bit less severe. And let's see. Just in case you don't know, I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing, and I am winging it as I go. It's the best kind of building in my opinion. We're just gonna wing it and hope for the absolute best. Okay. Now, don't get me wrong, that's probably not the best kind of building, but that's probably the building I'm best acquainted with. So I'm just going to pretend like it's the best kind of building because it's what I do. Oh, all right. How's that looking? That's okay. I think it needs to come out a bit more. I think we need to get rid of this tree though. Tree be gone. I need some wings to do a flyby. I probably do need some wings to do a flyby, but to do a flyby, I'm going to need to make my way to the end. And to make my way to the end, I need to, do the endy type of things. Do I really have to explain this to you? um, Let's see. All right, well, we've got... Tree be gone. Tree be gone. Any others that are going to get in my way? Probably. This one for sure. All right. We have a serious cat problem that I need to take care of. But not with my axe. That's not nice at all. That's cruel. How dare you suggest I do it with my axe, nobody? It's not how you deal with cats. Alright, so the plan here is to have something of a cave mouth across the river. So we need to go away. You're in my way, tree. Decay faster. We need to have this sort of being blocked up here a little bit more. Like this. I probably should get myself some torches and light up some of those spaces that I'm going to be creating under there, or we're going to wind up with random inefficient mob spawners that get in our way. Okay, where did I leave my torches? Ah, nice handy little location for myself. That's sometimes I do be doing the smart things. Okay. Only sometimes, mind you. Most of the time I do be doing the worst things that involve absolutely no thought and end up creating trouble for myself. Alright, here we go. Now the idea was to have this along the lines of this. And okay, so let's just get rid of some of these leaves because they are very much in the way. And I could use a hoe, but the hoe I have is Silk Touch and I don't really need the oak leaves for anything, so okay, there we go. Now let's see, step back here. So the idea, as you can see by this sort of random shape that I've put in here, is we're going to have a big opening over the mouth of the river. Well, not the mouth of the river, because the mouth of the river is somewhere up there with the ocean. But what that's going to be is we're going to have a cave opening for the river, and we're going to, because it's going to be a naturally created cave, well, not naturally, obviously, because that's what we're doing currently, but because it's going to have that feeling of being naturally created, we're actually going to sort of turn it into a lush cave. It's going to have lots of moss and the glowberries and the drip leaf and other 117 buzzwords that I can't think of at the moment. But the first thing we need to do is we need to establish the shape. Scooby Dooby. Alright, I'll try to remember to say Scooby Dooby. I'm not going to remember to say Scooby Dooby. I can tell you that already. Yeah, okay. Let's create a bit of an overhang here. Make it a bit more. Yeah, alright, that'll do. That will do. It certainly would help to have wings just to whiz around and get up to the top a lot easier. But that is not where we're at right now. So I think I might need to do, other than go and sleep, is get my hands on a couple more scaffolding, and maybe we just need to bridge over so that we've got a bit of something to base ourselves off for while we While we do a thing, you know, the thing. This is my brain working at its fullest compunction, compassion, not oh my god. Full functionality of my brain. Unable to say any words. Gonna need to actually put in a permanent structure here to turn on our cobble machine, and that's probably not going to be enough scaffolding if I'm being honest. And there we go. That's still not going to be enough scaffolding, but it helps to actually have all the scaffolding. There we go. See how this goes. Kind of the plan for today is maybe to start to fill in this part of the framework here. If we can get this part of the framework filled in along with this this overhanging cave entrance, then we can start to work on the lush cave feeling inside here, and then we'll have some dark river that we can do some interesting things with, be that a drowned farm for the copper, or perhaps we could do, what else can we do in rivers? We could do squid farms. So with a low light level, that means that we can do a glow squid farm, and I feel like there's a certain Arrington that would love to have readily available glow ink. So I mean, who wouldn't want to have readily available glow ink? All right, where are we? Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. Bring this out here. There's this section, and because it's a cave, we will be overhanging this very distinctly. I'm also going to have to come in here with some dripstone, because dripstone is absolutely going to make this build be all sorts of interesting. Yeah, to get there eventually. Gonna say, is that landing on a lily pad and breaking? No, we're good. All right, here we go. No, oh, that was really inconvenient. I was going for water. It's like, do I even scaffold, bro? Okay, that's... Eventually, I will actually manage to stay on the scaffolding and not just fall off while I'm trying to do some building here. Might actually need to go into the storage system and find some more scaffolding. I know that there's a lot, but I'm not using it, so I need to consider, you know, five scaffoldings. No, not going to get me too much further here. So yeah, that's not helpful at all. Let's make a quick run over to the storage system. There's plenty over there, so, you know, utilize what I got. Utilize what I can got. Take a little swim in the shallow water. Hello, horse. Oh, what? Weren't there other horses? Arrington, please tell me that you took the other horses, because otherwise we've lost some more horses, and I'm not responsible, because I'm gonna blame you for it instead. Okay? At least we've got plenty of armor. I don't care if you took the horses. I don't need the horses. Hang on. Just don't need them to disappear like Dover. Poor Dover. Oh, sorry about that pause. I was required by young people that required me. Ripped over, yeah, ripped over. Poor Dover. You gonna make Dover too? Alright, where are we at? This is where we at. Okay. How is the end? Is it everything you wish it would be? Or is it just a little disappointing? Are the cities too few and far between? I already know the wish for double shulkers. I'll consider the request, but I'm not making promises. Oh, let's move up here. Do it from here for a minute. You're not in the end. It's all a dream. Okay. I'll choose to believe you. Okay, where are we going here? How are we doing this? Oh no, that's the nightmare part, Jess. Of course, now I'm talking to Errington in chat and you in another chat, and that's just going to become even more confusing. Alright, where are we? What are we doing here? How is this supposed to go? If only I was an organized person. Then maybe I would have an idea of exactly what I was doing here. But unfortunately, you're in the wrong stream for an organized person. About as organized as I get is the fact that I actually had stone ready to be doing this. And I feel that there's at least partially a case in point for me with the fact that I don't have any music. Because I'm not an organized person that considered music. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Hmm. Okay, it's a good time to have a step back and have a look at what we're doing, I think. See if there's... Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's starting to flesh out quite nicely. It's also a good time to go and get a bed. I feel like perhaps we'll bring the bed over and just hope that I don't fall from too high at any point, because running back here to sleep is just getting a bit old. It's getting a little old. Let me just quickly, where are we? There we go. And bed. Right, fill up with a bit more stone here. Probably not going through it quite as fast as I thought I would, but that's really not a bad thing. It means that it's going to go a lot further than I had... do you even scaffold? It'll go a lot further than I had hoped, which is... or not hoped, than I had thought. So that's definitely a good thing. I really don't scaffold, do I? I fail scaffolding, and it's not exactly difficult. You just press the spacebar. Right, here we go. And let's go back on top and perhaps start fleshing this out a little bit here. That's not a part of what we're planning to try and get done today, or at least not necessarily today, but first for this mountain build. This will be the area that we do first for the mountain build, which might be counterproductive because it'd probably be smarter to do the other side of the mountain where I'm actually building township, but you know. Said it before, I'll say it again. I'm not being accused of being a smart man. I am just doing my thing, placing blocks, and you know, I enjoy it. So hopefully doing that is being entertaining, but if it's not, well, I'm still enjoying myself. So that's what Minecraft's all about, isn't it? Enjoy yourself and put together the most random Legos that you can without it actually being Legos. This how are we going? How are we going? That's gonna plateau out there. All right. I think we need to move away from the arch now. The arch is definitely coming into being quite well there. So we'll bring up the rest of this wall here and hopefully be able to go from there. Hopefully. Right, what's the plan here? Plan here is to do a bit of this action. I think the best part about building anything organic in Minecraft is that you don't need to stick to any form of rule. Organics don't need to follow a rule, and that's kind of wonderful because, you know, rules. That's a nice, interesting little cliff face. That's not an interesting little cliff face. Maybe that can take some drip. We'll put some dripstone on the bottom of that where it's sticking out too much. Will you? This little pond. Yeah, wherever it sticks out a little bit too much or looks a little out of place, we can utilize the dripstone now, make it seem like that's a intentional game design. Hey Sim, how you doing, man? Thanks for stopping by the stream. My first stream. Am I doing okay, guys? Probably a good thing to ask, hey? Check in with the audience, see just how badly I'm failing at making it interesting. Yeah, I'm good, Sim. You're working on your trade hall? Do love a good trade hall. Villagers do be helpful. That's for sure. That's not where I wanted it. Okay. And what are we going to do there? We'll do that. Close that up. Beautiful. Right. It's already starting to get that bit of texture through. I think some of this cobble... This pond again. Oh my god. Some of this cobble will probably either take out or... Oh, maybe not, actually. Pretty good. That corner. Oh, that looks horrible. Let's do something about this. Yeah, that's better. That's... Seriously. Working on the second floor. You've got a 2-floored hall. That's an ambitious... It's definitely an ambitious trade hall. Ours is, well, I haven't fully finished it, I guess, but mostly because I've gotten to a point with carting villages around and whatnot that I just... I'm a little done for now, but it'll get finished. It will get finished in time. We'll get there. All good projects come to an end. Does that actually, on that, does that mean that if it's not a good project, it won't end? Just fizzles out and stops? Alright, where are we? Let's fill in this hole here, get a bit of that sort of thing happening, and yeah, that'll do. That'll do. Okay. Oh, all right. Do you build a cliff from above or do you build it from below? Which way would be easier? Taking a theory that it's going to be easier to do it from below, but right now I feel like I'm proving myself wrong, especially when I trap myself. Can we do a bit of that and a bit of that and some of that? That's a perfect spot for a creeper to spawn, isn't it? Or a zombie or something that's just going to be noisy and annoy me. Go. Okay. Let's... Oh, I said this area is going to be more of a ledge out under the cliff face, didn't I? So we'll bring it out like this some, and then bring that down. A little bit of this, make some interesting shapes. Okay, this is good. And yeah, I think, yeah, all right, let's jump on down here. That looks pretty natural. Obviously we need to add some detail. The flat stone is not great. And this tree has somehow come about when we switch to 117, and it's just leaves. There's no actual tree to cut down. So I noticed it earlier, never got around to actually knocking out these leaves. Quickly knock them out now. Probably should have got my hoe, but you know. Yeah. Oh, the joys of clearing leaves. Where are we? There we go. What? Some of these vines, they're just... That'll be there forever. It's going to grow down and it's going to just be a random vine. I need my bed. Where's my bed? It's going to be one of those random vines that's just there. And I'm probably not going to remove it unless somebody else does, because I always find little Minecraft glitches like that quite entertaining. Now, let's fix this glitch in the matrix over here. Where are we? It's there. The pond again! Ah! At least we had those vines to help us. There we go. Let's do that. That's, yeah, alright, let's do that. Alright, take a quick step back. Did we finish this part of the cliff face? Looks like we have finished this part of the cliff face. It's, I'm actually really quite happy with how that is looking. Let's just fix where... No, that's okay. That's supposed to be. That's supposed to be. That's alright. Can't complain, can't complain. Okay. We're really opening up the space behind the church too. It's gonna make some nice space. And just think, we could possibly even cut in a staircase, or maybe make like a something more external that could be an access to what we're putting up the top over there. So let's head back up and start working on a bit more of our thing. That, again, my brain has shut off and words are just gone. They're gone into space. Language is great. We'll work a little bit on this space in here. So the whole idea that I had when I was putting this together is that we're going to have a little bit of a flatter area here, but then that's going to build. No, it's going to rise up and meet up with the mountain. So let's just fill this in. Yeah, okay, that's good. Now, kind of wonder whether I should be heading up to... I didn't do that very well. My lack of parkour skills are showing. Do we head up here? Do we start moving this over that way a little bit? We do a bit of this going on like this. Now we need, obviously, we need some nice flat areas like this so that we can actually build up here. That's part of the point, isn't it? It's not just have a giant mountain. We want a giant mountain scattered with builds. So perhaps we will start to put in a little bit of this work here. Okay, we'll have a cliff here. A bit of a facing. And of course, all I'm achieving really right now is creating some nice big spawn platforms that I'm not lighting up for all our wonderful denizens of the night. It's gonna be great fun. Oh, nice, Sim. That's awesome. I know that I was very, very hesitant to start streaming. Still kind of hesitant to start streaming, and I'm streaming. So, you know, you do what you can, and I feel like this is the kind of thing that will come a little bit more naturally the more that I get it done. So, dive in, get started. Can't fail if you don't try, right? But if you don't try, you also can't succeed. So there comes a point where you need to decide whether you're scared to fail or scared to try. And I think that I made the decision that I was, for a long time, scared to try, and it's not worth living being scared to try something that you haven't done before. May as well give it a shot, and the worst that can happen is that you say it's not for you and you start again. You start with something else, you do something else. Find other things that you enjoy, right? What am I building? I'm building the mountain. Let's what's a good vantage point? Let's have a look. Jump down here somewhere and head out and see. This is where Arrington will say, I need wings. And it's where he's 100% right. There you go. You can see a bit of the frame. Let's climb a tree. Good. There we go. You can see the framework of the mountain. And so all of that's got to get filled in. So, yeah. Got to start somewhere. I'm starting here. And actually, you know what? For what? How long have I been here? Not altogether that long. Like 45 minutes, 50 minutes. I think that we've. It's already starting to really take shape at this point of the mountain. That's going to obviously, at some stage, all be filled in. So yeah, lots and lots of work to do. And how could I miss water? There was all. You know what? That's just. I'm good at Minecraft. I'm excellent at Minecraft. That was just proof, I guess. My watch just told me I'm supposed to stand up now. Apparently, I've been sitting down for too long. At some stage, I think I'll get a sit to stand desk because that would be ideal. But, shut up, watch. You don't tell me what to do. That's the answer I'm supposed to give, right? Okay. Now, where are we? We're gonna need to get a bit more up. This is it's kind of tricky to know exactly where to go because I don't have a build plan over here. And I guess that anything I do, I can always just rejig the part of the mount. Nuts. I can always rejig part of the mountain so that it suits, but in that same breath, I kind of don't want to. I kind of want to have to live with what I've done. So maybe I should be starting from back here. Give this a little bit more attention. Who else is here? No one else is here right now, but we've got Arrington and Jess online. I'm pretty sure that they are out still raiding some end cities looking for some shulker boxes. So, minor spoiler alert, we are taking on the dragon in episodes very, very soon. Feels about time, really. About time we got to doing something like that. Been here a while. Yep, there he is in chat, hanging out in chat, being moral support. He hasn't once told me that I'm doing a terrible job, so that's appreciative. Okay, what are we doing? What am I doing? So this could possibly we might utilize this space here for a gate of some sort. So having that down, this up higher, maybe we'll keep that side a bit more sheer cliff, I think. It's kind of what I've done with the framework there. I've kept it a bit more of a sheer cliff with, I think, with the idea that this is going to be quite a defendable sort of part of the mountain. So whilst there'll be something of a settlement over here, I don't know what kind of settlement there'll be over here, but we'll do something of a settlement, and this is sort of that entrance way to it, and there's also something of an entrance way over to here, but we might even make a wall. Could make quite an interesting wall coming down so that this isn't accessible. So we could have potentially, a wall up here. Not a great example, but and if we actually, do something other than flat stone, can really separate this side of the mountain from that side of the mountain. Perhaps further up the mountain, we can have a pass through the forest or something that can we can create a little bit of lore of the mountain, the lore of the mountain. Make it interesting and yeah, give it some story element. Smooth, consistent chat. I do appreciate that, Arrington. I many years of talking to myself at work are starting to pay off, because that is pretty much what I am drawing on for how I'm running this, because yeah. There's definitely points where I sort of think to myself, okay, what am I supposed to say now? What's the next thing that I can say? What can I talk about? What can I talk about? One thing I can talk about is this, I don't know what it's called, the inventory sorting mod that we've got. This, like, it, as soon as I run out of stone, it puts a new, what are they called? Stack. A new stack in my hand, and I'm just constantly able to just keep spamming blocks, and I don't even know what I've got left. But definitely getting through the materials that I've put together. I've still got plenty left in those chests down there, but definitely looking forward to getting that the kelp farm sorted so that I can get the auto smelting happening. It's going to come very much in handy, and I might even do something along the lines of so Jess, how you were talking to me yesterday, about a super smelter, maybe if we align it somewhere, maybe even here somewhere, perhaps you can be the one who builds the guard tower, and as a part of the guard tower, we can just have a couple of chests that will draw whatever down into the super smelter. The super smelter will be under the mountain and it'll spit everything back up maybe on the other side as a part of the cliff. We'll have like a little barrel or something. What do you think, man? You reckon you'd be up to building a guard tower or something similar on the mountain here? Or should I give you a bit more creative license as to what it should be? Because if I'm gonna put a means to make the fuel underneath the mountain, we may as well put our super smelter somewhere under the mountain. And I can even put in a shulker box unloader and loader, so it could, instead of just giving us the items back as individual stacks, we could potentially be getting the items back as shulker boxes full. It sounds fantastic. Awesome. All right, so I'll plan for that. Of course, plans is one thing, but I will plan for that, and we'll go from there. And hopefully, I can make something work with a super smelter. And then I'm pretty sure the doctor gave us a task to put a super smelter up, so that will appease the doc, and we will have another element to add to Swampwater here, so that we can keep this town a growing. Right, I think this is already coming along quite nicely. The whole concept being, of course, that we can come up the stairs in this tower, and then it will bring us into this location, and obviously we'll make this a smoother walk. I think we might have left enough space, even if I have to come by and just manipulate it a little bit. I'm gonna come past in anyway with some grass blocks and such, and make this a little bit more appealing than the flat grey of the stone. Obviously, there's not a lot appealing of just flat grey, but so far, I do think that this mountain is coming along quite nicely. We'll have a little bit of a thing in here. We'll make this a little bit interesting in here. If not a cave, maybe just a valley. And if you've just joined me in the chat, welcome. I appreciate you taking the time to come and see me fumble through my first stream. It's always a pleasure to have an audience. Okay, that's yeah, we can create this interesting little bypass corner. Maybe this will even lead into a little bit of a part of the town. And we've got our tree cow, so that's that's a thing. I don't want that cow to go. I know, strange obsession to have with a cow, that it lives in a tree, but it made its choices in life, and I want to respect those choices. Give it every opportunity to live its best life and be one with the trees. Right, where are we? So that hole's horrible. That hole's horrible. Okay. Alright, so This is leading up to quite a steep part of the mountain. So what I think we'll do is we'll just leave this platform for the time being, and we'll start to build up to what this is going to be here. There, that's good. Let's just some of this and here, something like this here. And now's definitely the time to be paying attention so that I don't go falling into the lava of the cobble generator, because that could be interesting. Next thing you know, Dave died, tried to swim in lava. Not even in the nether. That's that would be sad. That would actually be sad, because if I'm in the nether and die of lava exposure, I'm kind of expecting it, but in the overworld, not so much. That up there. And do this here. I'm going to ignore that side for the time being, and we'll worry about this side in its entirety. And where are we? That needs to. This, this, bit of this. Bit of bed action. Not yet. We're not there yet. We're not at bed required yet, so keep spamming blocks. Yeah, I kind of want that to open out a bit more, and then we'll have a bit more of a gradual hill. And obviously that space over there where we can kind of see the where are we? Where we can kind of see that flat space there. So that's going to be kind of like we'll have like level 1 here, level 2 here, level 3 maybe over here, and then that'll be like the fourth layer that we have of oh, that could have been the end of my bed. I've had it for such a long time. Oh, I saw a sneaky Errington. Yeah, so that we're going to have sort of like these stages of building up the mountain, and so I think maybe we will keep this cliff going up for a little bit further, and then will we? No, do you know what? This looks like a good spot to kind of consider maybe not falling into lava, but we can consider this starting to level out just a little bit in spots here for us to maybe put a building or two. And, you know, not even necessarily a building. We could possibly do some garden here, or maybe fantasy forest. Could put some giant mushrooms coming out the side of the cliff. Oh, that could be cool. We did like those the flat mushrooms that sort of come out the side of trees or whatnot, but we have it coming out the side of a cliff, and then we could do like a little fairy hut on top of it. Maybe do some interesting things. You need a mint. Arrington. Sorry, I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but dude, like, oral hygiene's a thing. Would I actually want some wings? I mean, I would want some wings. I know I said I was going to do the no wing thing, but I also don't want to be perceived as copying anybody, so I may just ignore my no wing thing and get some wings. But I don't want to put my focus on having wings by any means. I think that there's a lot that can be gained by not using wings, and I would like to experience the game without wings for as much as I can. But the prospect of falling off the mountain, especially like here, not so bad. With Feather Falling 4, I'm probably not going to die as soon as I hit the ground, but as I get to over there, and especially up there, I am definitely going to experience falling and not enjoy. Come on, man. I'm supposed to get my own. Now I'm probably going to be told that I should just be saying thank you and accepting the gift of wings. I literally was just saying from this height, I'm not going to fall and have anything bad happen. But you know what is something that's going to happen that's bad is this area under here is going to start becoming very problematic. So let's just do a little bit of torch spam. Well, can get ended up with enough for everyone. Oh, okay. All right. Well, I mean, I'm not begrudging of it, but it's it's a thing. We're gonna kill the dragon tomorrow, and then we're gonna go try and not fall off end cities into the void. That's a trick that I'm actually no, well, in my opinion, I'm pretty good at end raiding. I don't think I don't know if I should say it because it'll probably happen if I do, but I don't think I've ever actually accidentally fallen into the void. I've accidentally face planted a end city before. That's always fun when the game is a little bit slower than you traveling is, but oh, out of torches. All right, well, that'll be fine. But yeah, I don't think I have taken a dive into the void before. That's always a gratifying thing. No, that's not what I want. I want... Oh, there's enough stone. We'll keep going until I run out of stone. I think that's going to be a pretty solid plan. We're getting there. There's not too much left, but it's also not as fast of a process as I had initially thought it was going to be, which that's kind of pleasant. It's kind of gratifying to know that it's not over in a minute or 10. Don't ignore the double entendres, okay? It's not appropriate for everybody. And if I call your attention to it, ignore that too. All right, let's build up this lead up here. This. That. Okay, what are we thinking? We're thinking something like this is good. Something like that. Let's make sure it's nice and interesting. That's a bit harsh there, isn't it? Let's take that out and put it like this. And perhaps that. That's a bit better. Yeah, I can live with that. That was not intentional. So I take it you guys had a good trip to the end then, if you got wings for everyone. Or at least the ability to give wings to everybody. Now we want to start softening this up a bit. How are we going to soften it up? Soften it up by... Is this the cow tree? I think this is cow tree. That's okay. As long as cow tree can remain with cow, then we're good. Let's do a bit of this. Stepping up like this. No, not like that. And... Let's do an overhang cliff here a bit. Oh, there we go. I'm pretending like I know what I'm doing kind of well, I think. Not going to interrupt the farm at all, is it? No, good. Get that in there like that and bring that up. Okay, it's good. And then we have the start of another sort of platform here, which is good. Okay. Now, how are we going to bring people up to this platform? I think we'll bring people up to this platform through other spots over there. So we don't need to worry too much about that. Maybe we will begin doing a bit of this side now. It's kind of hard to know where to go next, I think. This is part of the learning process for me. Work out where the next place that we start to develop is. So if we have something here, this can easily be a building zone up here. This would probably be a good time to have some colored wool on me, but you know, that would defeat the purpose of making it up as I go. Okay, if we... Alright, so if we have a bit of a building zone here, then maybe this can be... Hello, there we go. Down a little bit more over here. That could be another little building zone similar to what I've got over the other side. Very successful on the wings front, a little weak on the shulkers. Yeah, well, that's vanilla Minecraft, baby. Vanilla Minecraft do be bad on the shulker boxes. There was a little while ago in a single player world, I actually wondered whether the shulkers were going to drop shulker boxes at all because I was getting so very little drops while while I was out hunting them. So it was interesting. It was very interesting. Then I started getting some, so that, you know, it was helpful. Let me know that they actually did drop in that particular world. And I know the double shulkers makes it easier, but you know, don't rely on it. Don't rely on it. I'm not making any promises that we're going to be getting double shulkers. You wait, I'll get out there, get super frustrated and go, right, we're doing double shulkers. But until that point happens, I rule the mods with an iron fist. No, not really. If it is really becoming a problem with the shulkers and becoming super frustrating to get them, then we can have a look at putting double shulkers on. But, you know, like vanilla experience. Let's try and keep things the way they're supposed to be as much as we can. And yeah, if we get super frustrated or whatever, then we can go from there. But seeing how we can make shulker farms now, it might be worth holding off on that and keeping the low drop rates because of the fact that we could actually make it a renewable resource instead of why double shulkers was put in the first place. So I am down to what's on my bar being the last of the stone that I have. And let's just actually place it before we go flying off. No, flying off? No, I don't think I'll fly off. I think we'll just go and run out. Maybe I'll glide off a little bit and take a look at what we've done today. Well, I guess I could fly off. It might be better to have a look at it from some height. If you're around Arrington and you have a rocket or two to spare, that would be that'd be a good way for me to see it. Do we? I know we don't have a whole lot of gunpowder, so that's it's going to be a big contributing factor to what we do and do not do. Can and can't do. That's, again, words are hard. Words are very hard. Do you know what? Let's climb that building. That'll give us a really good look at what's happening. You have a few rockets left. It's okay. I'm gonna do it the vanilla way. Vanilla way? No, I'm gonna do it the boring way, and I'm going to climb the building and we'll do a reveal that way. Because I don't think I want to fly until I can fly properly. I mean, no, that's not the right way of putting it. I don't think I want to fly until I am flying with having beaten the dragon myself. Let's let's put this there and there you go, low res. Never happened. Okay, all right. Hey. I mean, aside from the fact that it's all a pretty flat grey, I think that that's looking pretty darn good for what have we done? An hour and 20 minutes or so? That's not a bad effort at all. And we've still got plenty of stone, so I've got time. We've got lots of places that we can put little things like there's that ledge there, and like we've got the couple of building ledges already coming along. So yeah, I definitely think this mountain is going to give us some very interesting perspectives. So to everybody still in chat, I very, very much appreciate you guys coming along and spending this last hour and a bit with me. I'm going to head off. Thank you for watching. And yeah, if you're watching this from the future, hey, thanks for making it to the end of the, what's it called? The playback, the VOD. All right, guys. See ya.